Hey everyone, I'm back with another video in the Grow and Glow series, and today's workout is full body. So this is going to be the last workout for the phase 1 of Grow and Glow. So we are wrapping up the week here. This is our Saturday workout, and it's a fun, sweaty one, so get ready. This workout is going to be done in a circuit style, so we have only 6 exercises today. We're going to be doing 10 reps of each one. We are going to go through each one for 1 set and then repeat that for 3 rounds. These exercises are going to have you sweating, and it is a shorter workout today, but no worries, it's going to kick your butt. So without further ado, let's get into Grow and Glow full body. Alright, we are kicking this workout off on the stair stepper. So we're mixing it up a bit from our normal incline treadmill, and we're going on the stair stepper. So for this, I'm doing 10 minutes. I'm going to focus on pressing through my heel, and I'm going to keep about a 6 to 7 speed on this, taking it nice and steady and trying not to hold on to the handles. I'm trying to really activate my core here and my glutes and get my body warm for the workout. After the stair stepper, I'm going into some body weight moves. I'm going to be doing a squat to twist. So taking it down into that squat, driving those knees out, keeping the weight through the heels. Once I get back up to the top of the movement, I'm squeezing my glutes. I'm gonna have my hands together, extending my arms out and twisting to the side. So this is gonna warm up my core and my lower back as well as my legs. After that, I'm going into an inchworm to push-up. So I'm going to start in a fold over position. I'm going to walk my hands out. I'm going to tuck my elbows in as I go down into a push-up, activating my core. And I'm gonna go down to my knees for the push-up. You're welcome to do either one. I'm just warming up my body, so I just felt this day, I felt like I just had to do it on my knees. Next up, I'm working my abs. I'm gonna be doing a leg lift to toe touch. So here you wanna make sure that your lower back is planted into the ground. You can put your hands underneath your glutes if you'd like some extra support in your lower back, but you're trying to get your feet as close to the ground as possible without touching, and then that is working your lower abs. And then going into the toe touch, I'm reaching up for those toes, and that is going to work my upper abs. Then I'm doing some hip hikes here, so I'm extending my knee up and I'm crossing it over my foot, bringing it back over, warming up my hips. I do this before a lot of my workouts because it's just so good. Next up, I'm doing some toe touches here, so kicking that leg out, reaching my hand out for that toe touch, and that is it. I'm ready to go and get into the workout. First exercise is a barbell deadlift to upright row. Now, you can do this with a barbell, or you can also do it with dumbbells or a kettlebell if you want to go a little bit lighter. But I'm just going to be using the bar here. So I'm going to shift my hips back, having a slight bend in my knees. I'm going to keep that bar really close to my legs. I'm going to go down about halfway down my shins, extend up, keeping the bar close to my body the entire time, raising my elbows up nice and high, trying to keep my wrists as straight as possible, and then ending with that bar right underneath my chin. You want to make this one fluid motion, so don't stop in the middle after your deadlift. You want to go explosively from your deadlift right into that upright row, making sure that both of your elbows are nice and even here as well. You're gonna do that same thing if you're doing it with a kettlebell or some dumbbells. Make sure you're powering through your hips here and keeping your glutes activated. This is a full body exercise. It's gonna work everything from your hamstrings, your glutes, your core, your shoulders, your back. So keep in mind that you're working everything here and keep everything engaged. Next up, we have a bent over barbell row. And again, you can do this with a barbell, or you can do it with some kettlebells or dumbbells. So here I'm going to sit my hips back, hinging over, keeping my back as flat as I can here, pulling my shoulders back. If I set a ball on the back of my back, it would stay because I'm that low and my back is that flat. So you wanna make sure that you have a slight bend in your knees here to keep support for your lower back. Then you're gonna lift that weight up, tucking those elbows in close to your body. The weight's gonna end right underneath your chest. And then I like to pretend there is a pencil in between my shoulder blades, and I'm pulling up and pinching that pencil together at the top with my shoulder blades. Try to keep everything nice and tight here. You don't want anything moving but your arms. Next exercise is the barbell overhead sit-up. This is an amazing exercise for the core. You're going to be holding that barbell right over your chest. You're gonna extend those legs out, still having a bend in the knees, and then you're going to extend up into a sit-up, keeping that bar over your chest at all times. So you're seeing that the bar is staying in that extended position. I'm not going to move it forward or move it back. It's staying right over my chest as I sit up, and then it's going right over my head as I get to the top of the movement. Now again, you can use the barbell or you can use kettlebell, dumbbell for this. We need to go a bit lighter. If you bring your feet in closer to your glutes, it'll actually be harder to do. So if you want to make it more difficult, you can put more of a bend in your knees. I did the first round with the barbell, and then I finished with a 30-pound kettlebell for the last 2 rounds. Next up, we have the kettlebell swing. So with this, we're gonna get that momentum rolling with the kettlebell. We're going to sit those hips back. We're gonna have a slight bend in our knees, and then we're going to extend up and power through our hips. So this is a lower body exercise. You should be feeling this through your glutes and your hamstrings and a little bit in your back, but you should not be feeling this in your arms. If you're using your arms to get the kettlebell up, then you're doing it wrong. You wanna make sure that you're getting the power going through the momentum of the kettlebell and then extending up through the hips. It's sort of like the bend and snap. That's what I like to think of. You're bending down and then you're snapping up through those hips and squeezing those glutes at the top. You should also be keeping your back really flat here. Core should be engaged, and try not to lean back as you come up to the top. You wanna make sure that everything is in line and stacked on top of each other, from your shoulders to your hips down to your feet. Next up, we have a step up. And again, you can use any sort of equipment for this. I'm using dumbbells, and I'm just going to step up onto the box, making sure that my heel is planted on the box, because I'm pressing up through my heel as I come to the standing position. A couple different ways to do this. You can do it alternating, or you can stay on the same leg for 5 reps and then switch over to the other side. You wanna be mindful of your shoulders here. You wanna pull those shoulders back and keep that chest open, especially when we're holding weights to our sides. It's common to have our shoulders start to round forward. So pull them back, keep that core nice and tight, and then we're activating those glutes, making sure that we're keeping the control through our core and our glutes throughout the entire movement. And we saved the best for last, the box jump. So with the box jump, we're gonna have a slight bend in our knees. We're gonna extend up into a jump, landing on top of the box. When you land on the box, make sure that both heels are planted on the box. You do not wanna land with your toes only. You're just going to fall forward if you do that. And you're gonna activate your glutes and maintain better form if you're landing with your heels down. You can jump or step it back. I typically just step it back, especially if it's a higher box. But you wanna make sure that you're extending through your hips here. You also wanna make sure that you're not landing too low into a squat. You wanna land with just a slight bend in those knees and then fully extend into standing position at the top of the box. This exercise is so killer, and it's a great one to end the circuit on, because you will definitely be wanting that 60-second rest after the box jump. And that's gonna wrap up the week of workouts here for the first phase of Grow and Glow. We're gonna be doing these workouts for the next 5 weeks. Feel free to join in whenever you'd like. We're gonna switch up the workouts halfway through the series, so look forward to that. Keep crushing it in the gym. Please tag me on Instagram if you do this workout. And I'm going to leave you here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.